So first of all, the first thing I want to do before I get into this little speech and we do a little fun piece, I want everybody to head over to the Kickoff 2025 and I want you to put in the chat the hashtag one thing that you've taken away from this event. What's the one thing that you either want to implement or the one thing that just kind of hit your cranium and you're like, dang on it. Why didn't I think about that? Head over to the chat and put in that hashtag one thing, because I'm going to just sit there and look at everything that people are putting in there. I see several people are typing. I love to see that. And you might want to check those out. So as I sit here at the end of this event, which has been an amazing event with a ton of people just teaching a bunch of stuff. I had the opportunity, obviously, to hear Dax. That was amazing. Stuart was amazing. Jason and Brian at the beginning were amazing. But when we get to the end of this, I get to this level of reflection, right? Are we making an impact? Are there ripples? And I have to be honest with you. As I stand here today as part of this event and part of the profoundly community, because if I hear Slack, ding, 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 the hashtag one thing, right? It is a profoundly community. And I have to be honest with you, I feel a little bit like a proud papa. I'm listening to this, I'm watching all of this because I've been listen, I'm just going to be completely transparent. It has been one heck of an inbound journey, HubSpot journey for your boy, George B. Thomas. Right. I've been part of the HubSpot and inbound ecosystem since 2012. And let me tell you, man, I have seen a lot of things change over the years. New tools, new strategies, new faces. But one thing has stayed the same: the power of humans helping humans. And that's the thing, like when I see this event and I hear Brian and Jason talking and Chris interviewing Cody, it comes down to humans helping humans. And after more than a decade in this space, I can tell you this: nothing brings me more joy than seeing the humans that you've poured into go further than you could ever imagine. That is just, for me, a fundamental piece of why I keep doing what I am doing and why I'm so excited about where we stand here today. You know, I did an interview yesterday with Chris where I talked about there's a direct correlation of what happened when Marcus Sheridan and I launched the Hubcast to create educational content for HubSpot users and the ecosystem that's being created and launched at Profoundly. It's something new. It's something innovative. There is change afoot, and it excites the crap out of me. But when I think about pouring into people and this change, I'll never forget the first time I saw a human I'd mentored absolutely crush it. I mean, step out of the shadows, take the HubSpot mic, and own their expertise like they were born for it. And I remember meeting with this person years ago, full of passion, but questioning themselves: who am I to do this? What do I have to offer? And I'm going to ask you, does that sound familiar? Do you sit here at the end of this event with trepidation of like, is Profoundly where I should be? Is going solopreneur my future destination? Is or am I capable? Yes, you are. But with this human that I'm talking about, I had a conversation. And it was a simple one, by the way. It was nothing groundbreaking. It was a moment of guidance, of belief, and belief for them. And the only thing I said, the trigger moment, was like, bro, what do you mean? Like, who trained the first astronauts? There weren't astronauts before them. Like, they had to learn it along the way. And it unlocked their brain and they ran with it. And that person, Max Cohen. And the moment in time after our conversation, he started this kind of thing, and the stepping stone for where his journey has gone. He started his Link Talks. Put in the chat pane how many people have loved Max Cohen's Link Talks over the years. Like, it's been crazy. We all love it so much. And that led him to becoming part of the Happily team. And one of today's incredible presenters, a partner with Dax Miller and that whole team. And from that, the great content that he now creates every single week on his own, also with Kyle Jepson, also with myself. The man went from Who am I? Should I do that thing? To a content machine. And I ask you, Max took the spark and built a fire. And so today, I'm challenging you today, take the spark and think inside yourself, what fire are you going to build moving forward? How is Profoundly going to be part of that journey? Let me tell you this, as a HubSpot educator and a content creator, watching humans soar based on your efforts is an absolutely amazing opportunity. And so many of you are doing that or starting to do that or have maybe thought about doing that. And I'm honored to watch many humans blossom, step up, and just lead. And that's when it hit me. This is what it's all about. Not just growing as individuals, but lifting each other up together as a community, opening doors together, creating opportunities together, being the person who believes in someone before they believe in themselves. I see this happening again and again in this amazing HubSpot community. A human starts out thinking, I'm not ready. And then suddenly they're teaching others. They're launching businesses. They're leading initiatives. They're speaking on stages that they once sat in the audience for. And let me tell you, that fills my heart with much joy, much pride. Because here's the thing, I don't want to be the only one celebrating. I want you to feel this. I want each and every one of you to experience the absolute joy of seeing another human win because of a conversation you had, because of a piece of advice you shared, or an opportunity that opened up for them. Or maybe it's something as simple as helping someone implement HubSpot better as a Profoundly Pro. Because this isn't just about software. This is about humans supporting humans. This is about future legacy. And I want you to look at this Profoundly community, and I want you to think back to this event and realize something important. We belong. You belong. We support each other. We all are happy, helpful, humble humans. We together are Profoundly. And together we're ready to do some happy HubSpotting, because when you take the time to help another human flourish, you create a ripple effect bigger than you'll ever know. And that's how we grow. That's how we make this ecosystem stronger. That's how we turn just another job into something that changes lives. Not just for us, but for the humans we serve. And I have to ask you, who's ready for that journey? Who's ready to celebrate excellence? That's why we're actually here right now. That's exactly why we created this thing at Profoundly, where we're going to nominate a star to shine a light on the humans who embody these values, the ones who go above and beyond to help others grow. So today, I'm thrilled to recognize 6 incredible individuals who have made a profound impact, not just in their work, but in how they lift others up. Ready to hear who they are? I need a drum roll or something. Like somebody do something maybe the chat can buzz enough that it feels like a drum roll. Okay. First of all, let's start with Chris Carolyn. Chris has been a pillar of the Profoundly community, tirelessly working to elevate the voices of HubSpot experts and create opportunities for new creators to share their insights. He builds platforms for knowledge sharing, connects professionals in meaningful ways, and has been a catalyst for so many of us in this space. Chris, your dedication to building community and empowering others is truly inspiring. And I just want to say from all of us, thank you. Next, Casey Hawkins, a powerhouse of knowledge, generosity, and connection. Casey is the person who always finds time to share insights, help others, navigate challenges, and introduce the right people at the right time. She's an invaluable resource to this community, always leading with collaboration. Casey, Thank you for the impact you make every single day in this community. Then we have Chris Bryant, a leader who thrives in complexity, always delivering clarity, strategy, and solutions to every client he works with. No challenge is too big and no need is too small. Chris brings the same level of care, expertise, and problem solving to everyone he supports. Chris, your ability to turn challenges into opportunities, #remarkable. Now let's talk about Danielle Urban. Danielle influences. She was on the late night show, by the way. I'm just saying it was a cool. If you want to go back and watch the Inbound 2024 late show, anyway, her influence spans across the entire HubSpot ecosystem. From launching solution-focused content to mentoring other professionals, she's a leader who strengthens the entire space through her expertise and willingness to help others. She's proof that real expertise isn't just about knowing the answer. It's about lifting others up and making an impact at scale. Danielle, truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything you do for the community. Next, Sarah Lane Hahn, a problem solver, a strategist, and a true innovator. Sarah doesn't just work within the system. She pushes the limits of what's possible, creating new solutions that have never been done before. Her ability to think outside the box and share that knowledge with others is game-changing for this community. Sarah, your creativity and your brilliance makes us all better. And finally, Ashley Hill. Ashley is not only a leader in her field, but a dedicated force for good. Beyond her professional work, she volunteers her time with organizations like the U.S. Coast Guard, stepping up in times of crisis to provide hands-on disaster relief. #good human stuff. Whether it's delivering essential supplies to those in need or helping families recover after devastating floods, Ashley is always ready to roll up her sleeves and take action. She brings the same commitment and care to her volunteer efforts as she does her work, making a tangible difference in the lives of those who need it most. Ashley, your selflessness and dedication to serving others is truly inspiring. And I just want to say thank you, not just for the Profoundly and HubSpot ecosystem, but thank you for the world for all that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, humans of all ages, I want all of us to give a massive round of applause to Chris, Casey, Danielle, Sarah, Ashley, and Chris. Each of you represent the very best of what this community stands for. Now, light up that chat pane because I just asked you to do something for all of them. You probably have the entire time. All right, now to everyone here, let this be a reminder that our collective impact is greater than we sometimes realize. So now here's the question that I want you to be thinking about. What's next? How can you take this moment, this event, and build upon it? How can you cement yourself into a place where you belong? How can you impact the HubSpot ecosystem for years to come? And as a marketer at heart, you know me, I got one call to action for you. I want you to choose one human in this event right now, one human in this community, and I want you to send them a Slack DM to introduce yourself. That's right. Your boy George B. Thomas is asking you to connect. I'm asking you to converse. I'm asking you to collaborate. Because this isn't just a Profoundly event. It's not just a moment. My fellow Profoundly community, this feels more like a movement, an Inbound 2.0, if you will. And this isn't just a job, it's our legacy. And together, we are Profoundly.